Hi everyone and welcome back. We're just having another chill build stream today, and yeah, we're gonna build a bunch of Lego sets, talk to chat, just have a fun time, talk about all things Lego, and yeah, Meso, what you're building?
Hello, I'm Meso. I'm going to be building a set I've wanted to build for literal years, and it's the Lego Starry Night. It's Lego Ideas set number 21333, and
Nice.
it's I've been like fascinated by this set since it came out, but I've been putting off getting it. Now I have it, gonna build it. Thank you to the Lego Ambassador Network for all the sets we're gonna be building today. I think, right?
Yeah, mine at
Okay,
least.
cool.
Yep.
Clubs as well. So yeah, I'm super hyped. I can't wait to build one bag. What are you building, Sokoda?
I'm building 75379 R2D2. Not at all
Literal,
just because I need the Darth Malak minifigure.
bro.
But I also think the
Come
set is
on.
really cool. I like that it's smaller than the UCS one because I don't have a lot of space.
That is respectable.
And I do like the
Papa,
R2D2 build. Yeah.
Cleb, the Cleb
Absolutely.
BC, will be
Hello.
building the Bouquet of Roses.
Aw, yeah.
The Lego Ambassador Network, of course.
Woo!
I've been meaning to get my hands on some botanical sets for a while now, and it was the best. It was a perfect chance.
I love the botanical sets so much.
Yeah.
We were also looking for stuff to get you, and like you kept wanting things that like you couldn't get
Oh,
for whatever
Dude,
reason. Like,
this is, like the worst.
But why?
Oh,
No, my
So-
sticker sheet is bent.
no, not the
that's
stickers.
messed up.
And I think they'll
That
be
is-
fine once I apply them.
No, yeah, I kept like asking for like not
Not actual sets.
Oh.
Like
Um,
the way this works is like a few times a year, thanks to the LAN, we're able to like select a few things that we want to do, like build streams or reviews or giveaways or anything like that. And Cleb didn't really want Lego. He was like, "Oh, could I get this book, or could I
Oh,
get this like
stuff like
wooden
that.
minifigure?" And they're not available. They're shipped to like Australia.
Dang.
Australia stays losing.
it's like oh, do they have the book? And it's like, yes. Oh, do they ship it to Australia?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well, what about the wooden minifigure? Oh, they
No.
have that one. Oh, do they ship it? No.
It was legitimately tragic. But c'est la vie. Hopefully you still enjoy.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
I never
I am.
complain too much about free Lego.
True. I have sent out an epic tweet letting people
Nice.
know that we are live.
I'll retweet it.
So yeah, we're gonna just be hanging out. If you guys want to ask any questions, or if you just want to talk about stuff in general, just let us know in like either chat.
Yeah.
Now we do already have
One question.
one question in the YouTube chat, because for the second time in a row,
Yeah.
the Ninjago sets have been revealed. But this time it was on Amazon. What was it? It was Amazon MX. What is MX?
What is MX? Mexico?
Yeah, it'd have to be that. Yeah, okay. It was Amazon Mexico. It revealed 3 sets. It was Ninjago 71818 Tournament Battle Arena. It was 71820 Ninja Team Combo Vehicle. And then it was 71821 Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. We're not going to bother putting them on the screen because we build in Lego, but if you want to see pictures, I think like the Brick Fan has an article up. I think Brickset might have them. So, you know, you can go check it out. Or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/the TTV Channel, where for as low as $1 a month, you too can see Lego pictures
I
in
mean,
our
yeah.
chat.
Or like all over the Lego community probably already.
True. But yeah, we can like talk about them a little bit. Like they're really cool.
Yeah. They look good. I like them.
Yeah, that mech looks crazy.
The mech in particular, from what we
Like-
can see, one of the pictures is like a lifestyle image,
Mm.
and it says it's the biggest ever Ninjago Titan mech, and I can see it. It has 1,055 pieces. Now, I will be honest, that they're probably cheating a little bit because of the swords. It has swords coming up out of its shoulders that do
Maybe.
seem to like extend its height. It looks to be roughly around the same size as the Samurai X mech to me. But who knows? That's just me. Now, it looks fantastic. The Ninja Team combo vehicle, I'll be honest, doesn't really excite me too much.
It's kind of like a like the Ultra Stealth Raider, I guess, but now
Except
it's like...
not as cool and
now it
small.
has color though.
It does have color. You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a fan of that one personally, even though it is kind of neat. And then let's see, what was the last
The
one?
Tournament Battle Arena. That one has
Tournament.
really good minifigures and it looks nice. I like the statue build a lot. It looks good.
Yeah. I'm mainly excited by two minifigures in it, namely the return of Tox.
Yep.
Who's
Ultra
back.
Agents.
No, from the Ninjago Tournament at Element. And then obviously the one most people are talking about is Evil J.
Yeah. That's the story implications are very interesting there.
True. Needless to say, I'm pretty excited by that.
Mm. Overall, just really like a lot of minifigures in that set. 6 minifigures.
Yes, 6. It's Kai, Sora, Cinder, who has a new like ghosty appearance.
Yeah, it
A
looks
wolf
like he's
mask
like
warrior.
using his powers, I guess.
Yeah.
And the wolf mask warriors with the giant claws.
Oh no, yeah, I love those guys. It's like
Shattered his goodness.
dude, the goodness is gone. It's never
Yeah.
coming back.
They're all
ever.
out of goodness.
I really like the shadow like red claws. It reminds me of like Makuta's shadow hand.
True, I
except
didn't even think about
coming
that. Yeah,
from behind instead of
the
out of
torso.
the chest.
You could probably
We have
use
to-
those for a mock. Actually, if you build like a smaller Makuta, like the Mystica
Oh,
ones
yeah.
or the
Ew.
Fantoka ones, you could probably
Ew,
use that claw.
Mystica, ew. We hate Mystica in this house.
Dang.
Oh,
do
that's
not-
messed up.
It's not messed up. It's truth.
It's messed up.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Actually-
actually build my Lego now.
We've got some nice paper bag.
Oh,
you got
nice.
the paper one?
Botanicals forward thinking.
Mine has the
I got-
plastic ones.
Although
Yeah,
those still
mine do
those
too.
still were little plastic bags.
The gradual rollout like really messes with me because on the last build stream I had them for the first time. And I was
Yeah.
like, huh?
For the last Ninjago reviews I did, most of them also had them.
That feel when I've just started and I can't find a piece. Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Check the bag.
This always happens. Wait. Oh, that'd be why. I only opened one of 2 number 1 bags. So
Oh,
Oh.
I'll open the
okay.
second number 1 bag. I even started ahead of time to get a head start, and I still ended up falling behind because I got distracted by chat and the Ninjago pictures.
I mean, the Starry Night also like has a lot of pieces, right?
Oh
How
yeah,
big
no.
is it? Like, it's a lot of small pieces probably, but yeah.
Yes, it is. It has 2,316 pieces.
Nice.
Can I
That's
just say,
a lot,
like, as someone who has no space, I really like this trend of Lego making sets that like hang on the wall or don't otherwise take up
Yeah.
shelf space, and I hope it becomes a trend. Because especially as I get older and have less and less space to like just devote to Lego, I feel like that's going to be most of how I buy new Lego sets. Like I'm
Did you-
already salivating over the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, I think
I
the
do not
review
believe-
embargo for that ended today because Brickset had an article on it.
Oh,
and
trust me.
It
I
looks
saw.
it's so nice. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like
I'm
it.
definitely gonna have to get that one. I was already sold just when I saw that it was coming, but then the moment I heard it was 3-dimensional, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's so much cooler to have like the greebling than if it just like is tiles.
It's like it got to be one of the coolest sets ever.
Did you see that it
I
has like a
really-
little "You are here" sign?
Yes, and it has a little Voyager.
Yeah.
In the corner.
Lego's really been like back on the space kick.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, but I think it's kind of cool because I like space stuff. But I wonder if
Even
they're
at
gonna
my
be
Target, they have a big like space display with all the different space
Oh.
sets from every theme and like Lego space books and
like.
a Lego space like backpack and
I was posting it earlier. There's also like new build a minifigure pieces in Lego stores now, and they have a bunch of really cool space
Oh.
stuff. They have like the shoulder armor they use for the Dark Troopers, but like printed with the classic space logo. And the space
What-
CMF is
what
of course
color are they
coming
in?
tomorrow, right? Or on Wednesday? Wednesday, the 1st.
Something like that.
So yeah, I'm happy with the space push. I just wonder, like, why so much space suddenly?
They've got to ramp up for the Bionicle push, bro.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Bionicle
The
in
thing I'm
space.
wondering is that, like, are they gonna do like a Pirates push next year, or are they gonna do like keep doing space because they noticed people really like space?
I'd love a Pirates push.
Or a Knights push, Castle, or I don't know.
Knight's Kingdom Sweep.
That would be epic. I'd love a Bionicle push.
A Bionicle
Saying.
push. I mean, it would be nice, but I don't think they do that.
Oh yeah, for anyone like watching, so there's been like an on and off, unsubstantiated, more or less, rumor that Bionicle was coming back in 2025. Every time we do something, people like ask us about it, like address it, and we're just always like, "There's nothing to address. So why would we address it?" Number one, if it was real, we couldn't talk about it because we're part of the LAN. And number two, there is literally nothing concrete about it other than like someone prominent in the community who claimed it at one point. Well, the other day they deleted their Instagram post, so they've like, now there really is no one saying anything about it. So if anybody was still holding out hope that it was maybe true, the one tiny little bit of circumstantial evidence is now gone. So let's go back to suffering where we belong. Yes, Sokoda?
I just pressed here. I just wanted to press that piece in, and half of what I built fell apart.
No!
I mean, it's good. I've got it.
Bro, Dark talking to him like, yeah, well, he probably deleted it because he learned it was real.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty funny. What do you mean by that, Paleozoic? It says it was also posted in Rage about leakers.
I think that's... where's...
I'm not knowledgeable about
Is this a new law?
I would like lore. Is it just like a group of Lego fans that like hates the leak culture? Because I mean, maybe. I kind of hate it. but I also kind of love it at the same time. The context was due to a fallout of the leaker community. Oh, no, I do kind of remember this. Yeah. I kind of remember this. But, like, so yeah, there was one person who went crazy on Twitter slamming, like, Instagram leak community and posted a bunch of, like, ridiculous, like, fan fiction tier Ninjago stuff. But then randomly had like one image mixed in with 20 other Ninjago images that was like, oh yeah, Bionicle's coming back. And we were like, huh? And then wrote it off, like, because it was obviously fake, because the other stuff read like it was obviously fake. But then there was one person on Instagram who is totally credible and who always does post credible stuff. And then he posted it. So we were just like, what are you doing? Could it be? But I guess it was a sneaky misdirect. Either way, it was not true. Unfortunately. At least to our knowledge. But at least we know that if it is coming back, not in 2025. Draybert says, I'm still in the camp of please no Bionicle G3. Not to make this a Bionicle stream, but why not? I'm curious. Not that there's no valid reason. We have many of them. I'm just curious what yours is. Also, guys, I finished. Look. I did it.
Nice.
Starry Night.
Me too. I finished.
We did it, guys. Shortest building stream ever. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. No.
Dun, dun. All right. This is gonna be a while, I feel, because I have to build the whole frame too for the Starry Night. So it's gonna be giant.
I'm very happy they made a Darth Malak minifigure. I would not have thought that it was gonna happen in 2024.
Me too.
I do wonder if that was intended to coincide with the KOTOR remake that is in like forever development or not. We don't really know.
I would say it's probably likely.
Yeah, it might be.
Overwatch set was supposed to coincide with Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
May it rest in peace. I love Darth Malak. He's my favorite Star Wars. Oh. Draybert says, I kind of want Lego to try new things and not just bring back Bionicle. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That they could try new things with Bionicle.
They could.
But Bionicle fans would probably not like doing new things.
They already don't. Nothing changes there.
Players Oak, we might be thinking of two different threads. From what I remember, the thread was mainly wish listing future Ninjago theme concepts, as well as saying a lot of like weird stuff about Crystallized. Like how like Wu was gonna die, but they had to rewrite it, and they recorded like a lot of stuff for Crystallized that had to be cut. And there was like a page of lines from Crystallized that were supposedly like from the scrapped story, and also they were saying like the Jinn were gonna be like a big antagonistic force. I do not remember too many prototype set images, but if there were some, they were probably just poached from elsewhere, but you are right that would add to the believability. So I get the point there, if there was something. But it was obviously a sneaky misdirection.
We have Rose #1 done.
Rose, oh, you finished too. All right, cool. See you guys. See you next time. Yeah. I am also very much in the camp of I would like Lego to try new things. I'm less sad. I say it all the time. I'm less sad that that Bionicle is gone than I am that Construction is gone. But I'm glad that it's slowly but surely coming back. Like with the buildable figures and
Marvel
the
ones, or
mechs. Yeah,
Yeah.
those.
did you see the Batman bike?
So about that, we did see that, but we Lego actually issued a takedown request.
Oh,
for those.
really?
Yep.
Oh,
So I'm glad we didn't report on this.
yep.
But that's been happening a lot lately. There was some like drama with Lego Despicable Me as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
My understanding is a bit shaky of what exactly happened because I mean I didn't report on them because I do not care about them, and also I was at work. But I think it's because like
It's probably a
know, yeah.
licensing thing.
it's probably
right?
a licensing thing, yeah. Because I don't know if they've done stuff with that particular partner before.
I mean, that's Illumination, right? Despicable Me.
Would
They've
it be
had a,
Universal?
I think so, right? But they had a Despicable Me wave before, anyway. So
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah. My vague understanding, and this is, stuff I heard secondhand that I only half remember. But
Epic. It's my favorite kind of news.
Yeah, exactly. my understanding is that the Mega Minion
Yeah.
featured in one of the sets or some of the sets is a character Illumination has yet to reveal.
Oh.
And so they're issuing takedowns on content relating to it in the Lego set. Because I guess it's a big plot point.
That's kind of funny.
Would be my assumption.
First of all, I'm so glad I don't care about Minions, and second of all, what was funny to me was that people got copyright struck for it, and then like a week later, it was just they were officially revealed and available for pre-order on the Lego site.
Hmm.
So it was so quickly resolved, but it made so many people mad. I know Just Too Good was very mad because she'd been looking forward to the stuff, and she made a video about it. Like a bunch of
Yeah.
people were not pleased. But I mean, there is a tradition of this. You can't really fully control it when it's licensed partners. I know we got copyright struck for our
Star
reporting
Wars,
on
right?
the Last Jedi Star Wars construction figures to the point where we thought our channel was going to get deleted at Brick Fair.
That's
And we
messed
were
up.
like, we were at home and we were like, we need to go to the con right now because Kevin Hinkle is at the con back when he was like the community manager. And we're like, we need to talk to Kevin about this before our channel literally gets shut down in like 5 minutes. And so we all piled in the car and like went zooming back to Brick Fair.
Was he able to do anything?
I don't think so. I think he may have passed like some communication along, but
Okay.
I forget. It's been 7 years.
That's messed up.
It is very messed up. Yeah, Monarch. It's it's on the site right now, available for purchase. So if I theoretically, let's see, where would it be under? Set by theme. Despicable Me 4. Boom. So it's this guy. This was the cause of all the copyright takedowns.
The Mega Minion.
It's the guy on top of like the treehouse.
Speaking of like construction being slowly brought back, what do you guys think about Despicable Me Gru?
I think it's epic.
Could Gru be Construction's last hope?
Dude, I'll take 20.
I just love that Gru has a bow-up eye in tan for his nose.
Not even tan, in flesh color.
In flesh color. Meaning that we are, while still very far, technically one step closer to a flesh-colored Bow-Rock.
That's what I'm holding out hope for.
Which
That's
I
the
want
true
Bo-Rock.
Bionicle 2025.
Rock with skin. Bow Rock with skin.
The flesh rock.
Flesh Rock.
Oh my god. Oh wait, hold on. His fingers.
Is it not?
You could get his fingers and give like an Exoforce robot meat hands.
I love it. Dark Talkative was claiming it's a separate mold for the Bow Rock eye. It doesn't have the indent inside anymore.
Oh,
That's interesting. They changed it a couple of years ago. Shows what I know. I don't pay attention to these things.
That's just what happens with molds, unfortunately.
Guys, I'm such a Lego casual now.
I mean, sometimes it's fortunately. A lot of times it's like to improve stability or.
Yeah. But like
no. They're taking away my Bionicle.
The new ball sockets are so good. I remember when people were really hating on them because they were closed on the sides. Which I mean for mocking can have like
it does
be
restrict
not that
them
good
pretty severely.
But I mean that is I think that was illegal always, like that building technique. But
I know what you mean. I know what you mean now.
The friction is pretty good with the new ones.
That's good. I have a few, but I haven't really tried them yet.
I haven't mocked in like a million years. Where's X so you can educate us about bracket pieces and how to build Lego mocks? X at one point was trying to do like a mocking boot camp for TTV, and that would have been a funny idea because none of us know how to do like anything. It was like it all starts with bracket pieces. They're how you do everything.
I mean, they are really good and they add a lot of stability.
Yeah. The new ones. Oh, you're right. Huh.
Oh my gosh, look at them.
They're so unnaturally smooth. They've lost my indentation. I hate Lego now.
YouTube chat, Jonathan Plays. It's been real watching these old Ninjago casts and even Chima React. Still a year behind though.
You're still going through them? I remember
That's
you
so
mentioned
cool.
you were like...
Yeah, I think he mentioned it on Twitter to me or on like one of my posts too. And I think that's so cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're like, so
1 year behind. Where are you currently? Like Dragon's Rising season 1?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Or now, maybe even like core.
Ninjago cast and Chima reacts. You're just doing the reacts, not our old Ninjago casts, or are you?
I mean, he said Ninjago casts.
Because that's a much longer prospect. But because that goes all the way back to rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were watching that far, I'd be really interested. I need to he's right before that, so he just finished Crystallized.
Okay. Finishing Crystallized is probably the biggest journey.
Dude, I love that. That'll never get old for me.
Still our longest podcast by how many seconds?
Like 3 seconds. Arnak and Jay with Mary almost beat it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is watching like actual Ninjago cast. That's crazy. I'd be really interested to go back and rewatch that and see if our opinions changed at all.
I've listened to all Ninjago casts, but it's been a while. Like even before I was on.
Thank you.
But I
know we were praising Rebooted like it was the best thing ever made.
But I mean, I feel like that's fair at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know the opinions on Skybound have changed a lot, both with us and the community. Because like at first we were very like critical of it, but specifically for the ending, because they were like, oh, the ending undoes everything, and it loses like stakes, and it loses like resonance. And then after over time, that kind of thawed because we were like, oh, well, we kind of actually like it for the emotional, like the emotional appeal of it. But then it feels like everybody started hating everything else about that season.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah, I feel like people, at least from what I see right now, don't really like Skybound that much anymore. It's been so long since I saw Skybound, but
I will agree. I do remember we did talk about the same criticism of like the characters like holding the idiot ball. Like,
yeah,
why did you
especially
say the exact phrase? Wish it
the
all
Zane,
away?
the Zane scene always kind of like annoys me in Skybound, where he like plays chess with Nauticon. And he pretty much like figures it out perfectly, and then like last minute they add some extra rules and still make him fall for it.
Yep. So you're actually, he says, Jonathan plays. I watched all the react and the whole crystallized cast. I just didn't want to rush through Ninjago, so I'm using your content to pace myself.
That's cool.
So you're going through Ninjago for the first time using our react? That's interesting.
Are you using the react, or are you watching it and then watching the reacts like after?
Because I feel like that would radically change your experience.
Yeah, probably.
How much we talk over.
We
it.
talk over what they say. Yeah.
But that's still cool. Like I hope you're enjoying yourself. That's a fun excursion. I'm glad that our content is like useful in that way. Cleb, I know
Yes.
you watched Dragon's Rising season 2.
I did.
Oh, nice.
I did.
What did you think?
I mean, I thought it was enjoyable. I'm no John Ninjago. But like I thought the skeleton lady being a spell, I thought that was clever.
Bonsal? Yeah.
Bonsal. I liked the TARDIS mushroom. That was cool. I liked
Doc Wyatt is a huge Doctor Who fan, so that
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
probably intentional.
And I do. It gets rightfully ragged on a bunch in the react, but like the shattering goodness thing
Goodness.
was cool. Like the idea of like a secret evil language that you have to like eviscerate your soul to kind of figure out, or at least that was the read I got.
No, that was definitely like that was what it was meant to be.
Like, you know, it was pretty solid.
But I got the sense you had some critiques, Cleb.
I mean, I do. I think Raz is cool, and Chima rules.
Oh no, what's gonna happen now?
But like, you know, I just like the Wolf Mask warriors look so much goofier than the Imperium.
I
like,
can
the
agree
same
with that.
goes for like Imperium Raz. Like, I mean, like part of it's because I love the color scheme of like dark
Gold.
red and gold and
Yeah.
black a lot. And then it gets swapped out for
Blue and purple.
Yeah, what is it, like purple and blue?
Yeah, dark blue, purple.
And it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't click. It just doesn't click as much as season 1's villains. So
I respect that.
That would be my critique.
I am no big fan of the wolf guys either. I think they're
I mean,
pretty silly.
Yeah, as we said in the podcast, they don't really have any backstory right now, at least.
They just show up.
Yeah.
I do like the Raz summoning 1 million unnamed wolf warriors to fight for his cause.
Dude's hardcore. He has no chill. I appreciate that your only like investment in Ninjago is like the continued epic adventures of Chima Man.
It's just unhinged, the idea of like Chima being picked up again.
I mean, I think it's great.
Through Ninjago in like this way that makes sense. Yeah, like it's really cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't particularly into Chima.
I like
when
the
it
idea of
came
old Lego stuff getting picked back up.
Yeah.
It's neat.
No, it's really cool. I hope they do it with more themes, really.
Certain themes with robots, perhaps.
Yeah, Hero Factory.
I mean, I'd be down. You ain't gonna catch me complaining one
Or
way
the
or another.
Exoforce robots.
True.
That if I could pick a theme to bring back through Ninjago, it would be Exoforce.
It would work quite well.
It's a common request, but
Like the
yeah, it
ninja
would
go to
work.
Sentai Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, yeah.
There's another sensei there.
Like it's like, you know, Wu's like, oh, there's something I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go to this mountain and quell the robots.
Okay, what if Exoforce actually takes place in the future of Ninjago, and the jungle in year 3 is Chima?
Oh,
Careful, Sokoda. You're gonna start some theory crafting.
there's lots of animal mechs. All I'm saying.
Yeah,
like the robots.
exactly. They use Chima
Yeah.
technology.
I do see this here. Monarch just posted the compilation of all the Titan mechs. This was the last one, wasn't it? At least for the old cast.
No, Kai doesn't have one.
Yeah, he does. The Climber mech.
Ah, that's not a Titan mech. It's not white, and it's not called Titan mech.
Yeah, it's like the mechs. You see, this is the thing. Like, we do already have the mechs of Exoforce, but we don't have the cool robot minifigures, which is what I'm really after.
But in Ninjago City Markets, they have one.
I heard about that.
The brick build one. It's really good, actually.
I haven't seen it, or I haven't seen it properly. But that's very awesome of them. Maybe it's evidence of Exoforce being in the future.
I don't mean
Weird
markets. I mean
conspiracy
gardens,
theories.
not markets. Sorry. Yeah.
We need more conspiracies. That's exactly what we need.
Because those robots were like a workforce for the mines.
Hashtag Exoforce 2025.
Oh no!
Let's get it going, bruh.
Jonathan Plays said, I watched the episodes, then they react, which makes sense.
Smart.
And Ethan Miller says, I still like most of Skybound, but it's very much focused entirely on Jay. I need to watch it again to be up to date. Yeah.
We did see that Ethan Malone, but I don't think it's been revealed officially.
Yeah, it's a leak right now.
Yeah. Curse you, leak policy.
Yep. But I mean,
Soon. Guys, I'm really confused what this set is having me build. Like, I've just got like a hatchet at this point.
Oh.
Like,
I mean that's just the frame, right?
No, it's a hatchet. I can
Okay.
like like axe throwing.
Watch out! You don't want to undo all of your work.
Nah, bro, this thing's sturdy.
I'm gonna ask you guys something, and maybe I'll make your Lego building experience forever worse.
Okay.
Do you guys also try to hide the mold points of the bricks, like where you can't see them?
No, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Like sometimes, but no, not really.
I've recently become more and more obsessed with that, and
Sokoda, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I think Zach is the same. I think Zach's mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have rose number 3 done.
Oh, you're speeding along.
Nice.
They're not very dense. Well, I mean they're dense, but they're not very like complex builds. They're really cool.
That makes sense.
How many roses are there in total? Do you know?
I think there's 4 of each. Well, there's certainly 4 of the first one. Yeah.
I can't wait for me to not even get the frame done before you guys get your whole sets done. I think that'll just be hilarious.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
4 of each rose.
Okay.
So if you're looking to bulk up on unprinted Iron Man heads,
My favorite.
Yeah, I mean those are cool.
Yeah, well, I mean it's part of the reason they're here. But I'm not sure that I'd ever have use for 16.
Good point.
The lots of the shoulder piece with the little clip.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that piece is funny.
Like,
It's like I consider that piece like CCBS's like distant cousin
Yeah.
because it's very similar to like the other one.
Undead Plot says, I'd love to see you guys do Ninjago cast talking about the seasons you guys haven't covered before, or just revisiting old Ninjago seasons and how well they are aged and how opinions have changed over time. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. We have so much stuff we want to do on Ninjago cast, honestly, but I think
And not enough time to do it.
scheduling is probably the hardest. Yeah.
I keep hoping it will change, but I don't know when. But maybe it will now that it's like summer and we can do that more frequently, because that's definitely like that's a slam dunk idea. Like that'd be so fun, and we would have stuff to say.
I think maybe we also sometimes just have to move away from trying to get everyone on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trick is though, like, what does everyone mean? Because used to that was a pretty expansive list, but now it's just like 4 of us that have like combos. But I mean, yeah, by all means. I mean, if you eliminate me, then you free yourself
not
up
necessarily,
like 90%
but
more. No, I'm the one. Come on, I'm not gonna be offended.
It depends.
I feel like I'm the one that's like most difficult to schedule around. But then how will you have your contrarian who says like wacky things?
True.
Like how Rebooted is just as good as Seabound.
Okay, we need you and Bendo on that episode.
Jonathan plays, I wish Skybound actually followed their own wishing rules and people actually remember the ending. They learn about it anyways in Decoded. Yeah.
The question is if Decoded is canon or not, because that's still uncertain. But
Cringe.
Because I won't get into a tangent.
I do agree about the wishing rules, though.
Yeah. Got pretty good torso here already.
Oh wow.
It's a pretty easy build because it's just like a frame and then you add like the 4 sides. But it looks very nice and round.
That does make sense.
Round.
Jonathan plays, I wish Skybound actually followed. Oh yeah, we already
read it.
Yeah, Ice Master Season 6 is weird for me, but to get some credit, last time I liked Jay until March of the Oni. After that, least favored? Probably least favorite ninja? I guess. Yeah.
I agree.
Kai was the least favorite ninja of mine for like most of the I guess, 11-minute era. But he's great now.
I was always Team Kai, even when Kai was written poorly. I liked Kai. But I will admit that's Vincent Tong bias.
Vincent Tong is
More
great.
than, like, character bias.
Are you sure it's not the red one bias? Meso?
Shut up.
So with the
No.
Dreams characters being cloned, does Vincent Tong now have like 3 roles in Dreams?
Yes, he does.
Funny.
That is hilarious.
And Kai with the crossover.
Dude, Vincent Tong is an absolute legend.
Yeah.
That man will take over the world. I need to finish my Red One video. I keep putting it off. I gotta do it while I'm on summer break. I need to do it before something happens again to make it like outdated.
Until more red ones get released.
Well, hopefully another one comes out so I can like add it to the list.
Mhm.
I have a section in my video where I just go over all like the sticker references.
Yeah.
But I need to finally get it out already. Anyway, yeah, no, Jay is the worst. He is the worst.
I'm really interested to see what villain Jay's gonna be about. I hope they do it well.
He shattered his goodness.
True.
I would like that, but
He shattered his goodness.
yes, I would find that interesting.
No, but the way people talk about Jay, I do question if he has goodness to shatter.
Dang.
Good point.
Natural born.
Good point.
Natural villain.
Oh yeah, it's true. You haven't seen like any Jay, have you? Except like
I don't know, except for like the snakes.
that's really funny. Well, he's a guy. His personality trait is he's loud.
Oh, my favorite.
Monarch says, does Wildfire count as part of the Red One group? I mean,
Technically.
long term, she could be the new Red One Ninjago.
Yeah, because Kai's like dead.
He's in
Or,
like the nether dimension.
Lost in the shadow realm or wherever.
Oh! Well, that's
Yes.
interesting. So I'm on to bag number 3, paper, of course. But inside, the little pieces are in a paper bag as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead of bags 1 and 2, where they were in a plastic bag.
From
That's
like
really weird.
the sets that have the paper bags, I think they're like that's also a thing, they're slowly fading out those small plastic bags inside.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of them with paper bags now recently.
Cool to see both in you.
I feel like in the early days, Jay was a perfectly fine character.
Yeah.
I think he started to go off the rails during the 11-minute. Yeah. All right, guys, I did it. I made it to bag 2.
Nice.
Of how many, Meso?
I don't know. I have them over there, like 9, I think, 9 or 10.
Oh gosh, big set.
Yeah,
All right.
it is.
Alright guys, I made it to bag 7.
I'm gonna throw this hatchet at you, Sokoda.
No.
I'm just gonna shatter R2D2.
He's gonna shatter, my goodness.
Shatter of goodness.
Alright.
Can you? Why don't you guys do a section on Ninjago cast where you bang the gong of shattering in order to complain.
We did that last time. Did you see how I
Did
edited
you?
together the podcast
Oh,
parts? Meso?
I haven't watched the most recent.
Yeah.
Ninjago cast.
It got shattered.
Yeah, I played the gong of shattering every time I had to cut because the stream crashed.
Oh my god. I'll have to watch it.
But yeah, we can do that in the future. We're saying, okay, now it's gong of
Now
shattering time. Now we're
Now
saying
it's
mean
time
stuff.
to complain.
Yeah.
Our goodness is gone.
Do my favorite. Let's go.
So Meso just starts out that way.
Dude, it was so funny having like barely anything to complain about in Dragon's Rising Part 2. Like legitimately, I don't think there's been a season like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
it was
I
over.
had like,
Like
three things and they were all like small.
we did have some small stuff, like the wolf mask warriors.
Wolf
But-
Mask guys, the goodness thing, and like one or two other things.
Yeah, but
it was just
overall,
barely anything. Some says
Oh,
Drillin L. What do you think of the 3 Ninjago June Wave sets that got revealed today? I think we all think they're pretty cool.
Yep.
Particularly the mech. I do not think we're that big fans of the combo vehicle, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a hater. And the tournament set is cool. I like seeing talks because I'm a sucker for the Elemental Masters.
yeah, same.
Always will be.
I really like the elemental
I
masters.
hate to ask because I feel like the answer might be very obvious, but what precisely, what element precisely is a character like Tox the master of?
It's poison.
Ah,
It makes sense,
yeah,
right?
I figured it would be somewhere in that corner, but thought it was worth asking.
It's like Ash and Cinder, the masters of smoke, and Shade, the master of shadow.
Every time I think about that, I just have to wonder: did they change their names, or were they named that way from birth? You know what I mean?
Their parents were masters too, right? So they know
So
that they
maybe
get
knew
those
what was
elements.
coming.
Yeah.
It's like
Dude.
Incredibles.
Seems like only the ninjas' parents were creative.
So there's a lot of interesting elemental masters, Cleb,
Yeah.
and you can see on the
Oh.
Ninjago wiki. So we
Oh.
have Karloff, the elemental
he has a good name.
the elemental master of metal.
Ah. Okay.
Then we have Mr. Pale, who's the elemental master of light, and he can go invisible.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Then we have Griffin Turner, who's the elemental master of speed.
Okay.
He run.
Oh.
He's the Flash.
Visual aid.
There's Neuro, the master of
Oh yeah,
mind.
true.
Gravis, the master of gravity. And oh yeah, Jacob, the master of sound.
That's like a Hero Factory core name.
Jacob Kensner.
The ninja too have like very normal names, so I feel like Jacob makes a lot of sense.
There's Bolobo, the master of nature.
Oh, that's mad. Is that the guy with the plan and the beard?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's him.
Okay. He's what was his name?
Bolobo.
Bolobo's a mad lad.
Then there's the Shade, obviously, Shadow Man. There's
Skylar.
Amber,
Yeah.
Skylar. Yeah. And then Form, which is Camille in the bottom right. The
She's a
shapeshifter.
chameleon.
God.
Yeah. They're a bunch of like wacky characters who I love dearly.
And I mean, there's also Crux of the Chronics, The Hands of Time, and Moro.
Oh.
That is true. So yeah.
I see. Interesting. It's whole world.
I was lucky that my bent sticker sheet bent like right in the middle where it didn't harm any of the stickers.
Oh. Oh, I'm being. You forgot La from Aaron Gingerman.
True. Lar,
Lar?
the original master of water, but he's a fraud, according to Tommy.
Oh.
Oh. Oh yeah, I see this. A character named Lar appeared in a Tournament of Elements activity book,
Yep.
supposedly the Master of Water. However, this proved to be non-canon when Nia was revealed to be the Master of Water in the TV series. In Way of the Departed, he was said to be a charlatan who spreads rumors that he was a Master of Water
Yep.
and fought in the Tournament of Elements. Epic.
I really like how Tommy like made that work in Way of the Departed.
If only it was canon.
Yeah.
So here's my question, and I'm gonna be that guy, even though I don't think I was that guy on the podcast. The thought occurs to me now. So, elements and elemental masters, there have to be new ones generated over time that were not generated initially, correct?
So as far as we know, no. But why? Are you asking?
Because there is no way in the world that in the dawn of time there would have been an elemental master of technology.
Well, the first Spinjitzu master had all the elements, right?
The elements of creation.
No, no, it said that he had all of them, except for water and wind.
I just find it very difficult to see how in ancient times
But
there
no,
could be
but
technology.
once he was around, there was already technology in some way, right?
Was there? In terms
I mean,
of
the
machinery?
islanders and stuff had like boats and stuff when they fought Wojira. So
Yeah, what if it's relative? Like the master of technology used to just be like controlling round rocks to make wheels.
but also it could be that
Windmill.
the new elements from Dragon's Rising have different origins. So yeah, I could see that. Because like Zeatrix is she's the key to everything. Because she's not from Ninjago and she has an element. And she had it before the merge, which wasn't a thing that's like thought to be possible before.
Can't wait to learn more about her. XD.
So, I mean, I hope we learn more about her.
We will never.
If we're gonna
hear
have
her
a
mentioned
tournament
again.
of elements redo, I guess, or like at least something
Sokoda.
similar. Yeah.
We will never hear the name Zeatrix again.
Don't make me sad, Meso.
I will bet a sizable amount of money that we will never, ever hear the name Zeatrix spoken aloud again.
Dang, you don't have to bully me like that.
It's messed up.
I'm just saying. I'm a firm believer in checking expectations. Check expectations, as you will.
What if they release the Book of Elemental Powers too, and it has a Zeatrix section?
That I could see, because then it wouldn't be spoken aloud.
I could see them do it in a book or something. Ninjago Adventures of Zeatrix, Volume 1, comic series.
We get that instead of Spinjitzu Brother.
No, I need Spinjitzu Brothers.
So sorry, Sokoda.
Yeah. I asked Tommy Kalmar because he replied to one of my tweets and I thought I'd use the chance to ask him if he knows anything, if it's ever gonna come out, but he didn't reply.
That's messed up.
That is so sad.
I mean, maybe he can't say, so that's fair.
We do not know Beatrix will return, Aaron, for you see, those visions were of possible futures, according to the Source Dragons. Not definite futures.
Ice Master says Dog Wyatt confirmed that we would know what the power is.
What?
So I'll cling on to that forever.
Oh no, I may have just sealed my fate.
Someone clip this so I can rub it into Meso's
No,
face once
no,
we
no,
get
no.
once we get the Beatrix episode.
all they need for me to technically be right now is for Beatrix to never mention her by name.
Dang.
My sister has the power. Yeah, Toby Ekazabza, when did the Elemental Masters spawn? Was it post Ninjago creation or the Tornadoes of Creation?
So
create
we don't know, of course, but Niad was around before, like, at least the land rose in Ninjago. But Niad is a weird case anyway, because she's water and also in other ways weird.
Yeah,
But with the other
Rose
masters, we don't really
number
know.
5?
But it is said that the first Spinjitzu master gave people the elements.
Rose number 5.
Rail Rocket says Rail Rocket here. Well, thank you for joining
Hello.
us. Rail Rocket. We're just chilling, building Lego, talking about ninjas that are going. Yeah, Monarb says they were the first Spinjitzu Masters Guardians, each
Yeah.
endowed with an elemental power that is passed down through generations. Garmadon about the season 4 people. So that's probably the
He chose
intent.
basically just people and gave them one element each. But yeah, the question is if like technology and heat and fusion and all the new stuff.
Technology is really my big one, because that's difficult for me to believe depending on the era, because there was only a technological renaissance in terms of like Ninjago mainland and like rebooted.
No, not really. It's in the last 40 years of the story more, but because I think a lot of the technology, or do you mean like the sci-fi high tech stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
That makes sense.
As
I thought you meant
defined
like
by,
cars and yeah.
Well, no, I mean I guess it's still a good point though, because like mechs
Yeah,
did exist before.
Prime Empire is 30 years old, the game.
Ice Masters, don't tell Bindo, but my problem with Seabound is the lore is bad. Sorry, that's my opinion. I'm curious what you mean by this.
I kinda
I'm not even
agree,
disagreeing,
but
how would you say it's bad? Just that it's contradictory, or
me?
yeah,
The Niat stuff is a bit
bad
weird
about it.
because she's an elemental master before they should exist, right? So where did she get her element? Then she merges with the sea. But she's still like a person in some way, right? But her element must have moved on, otherwise Nia would not have an element. But Nia did not move on, at least not in the time until she came back. That's a bit odd. But I mean, it is. You can't explain it away. You can't just say, yeah, it takes time for her to find a new host, which, like, same with like Moro.
But that's never said in the show. We're just speculating.
The Overlord does say it in Crystallized, kinda. But yeah, it's a bit like, it's not contradictory. It's just a bit odd if you think about it for a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
Dark Sakanuva. Currently thinking about how this Lego designer video from 2012 had the HF torso armor in red, even though it only appeared in red on Tahu 2015. Monarch, Doc confirmed she's just counted as part of the power. Niad is a special case.
Yeah.
Being a living embodiment of the endless sea.
Yeah, Doc just recently said that, which I was very glad about, because it's finally like confirmation why it worked the way it did. But yeah.
Strange. Well, I don't disagree about any of that, but lore neat. So I will simply choose to ignore all issues. As I have always done with everything, of course. was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot. Rail Rocket. I bet Meso's favorite part of DR Season 2 so far was the bounty crashing down. No, that was a good moment though.
Yeah, it
My
was
favorite part was probably Lloyd having like a really bad time because I've been wanting that for a while.
Lloyd having a bad time. I feel like that describes like half Ninjago seasons.
I guess, but like,
But it was done better this time. Yeah.
There has not been a compelling Lloyd has a bad time arc for me since like
Sons of Garment or Hunted.
Hunted. Yeah, I'd say Hunted.
You aren't gripped by the thrilling storytelling of Ninjago Crystallized, Meso?
Why? Yes, Cleb.
I was gripped for part 1.
Part 1
was-
has aged like milk.
Yeah,
But
but I
at
was
the time,
gripped. I
yeah.
was very interested to see where this is going.
At the time, yes, I was quite positive about part 1. I thought it was fine. I thought all things considered, if they had to bring Nia back, the way they did it was fine, and I generally still agree. I think the Nia resurrection plot was like the least grievous sin of Crystallized in terms of its execution. I obviously still wish it didn't happen, but if they were going to do it, having it be through a sphere made sense. Also, Toby XZep says, I see a dog. Stream got peaker.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cleb dog cameo. Based.
What's the dog's name?
Oh, Tilly.
Nice.
Tilly.
Tilly.
Draybird, don't even go there. Says we all know Lloyd's vision stuff is going to take a scary turn in the community when Harumi starts appearing in them. I simply would not cope.
Just like Lloyd.
Dude, Crystallized ignored so much. So much of everything.
That's messed up.
I'll never forgive Crystallized for like one thing in particular, and I've spoken about it many times. But it's the thing about how like they ignore interesting character relationships that are played out just for the sake of the plot. Stuff like Nia's parents and Nia being in the same area but not having any reaction to her. Or stuff like Harumi and Pythor being on the same team but never having a conversation about the Great Devourer in the room. Or most recently, something I saw was it was Scales and Pythor both being in the same final fight.
They were
and not interacting at all because Scales shows up for like the reinforcements.
That's a good point, actually.
And like, do they have to interact? No, they do not have to. But like, would it be cool? Yeah. Anything that plays upon your 12 years of history would generally be pretty cool. But especially for an ending, you know, I could forgive it in some cases because, well, you don't expect the new fans to know that history. But like, you know, for an ending, stuff like that is rewarding. Or even the scene with Pythor and Lloyd that was like good because they were like playing on their past, and then it immediately gets like interrupted by the other bad guys for a joke. Like, well, it wasn't funny. Give me back my Pythor and Lloyd scene.
The more I hear, the more epic Crystallized sounds.
Oh, so epic, Cleb. Watch it for yourself and then come back on.
It sounds like it did really magical things to tie together like 12 years of a show and not just kind of be dribble.
Dude, I feel like if you watched Crystallized, you probably wouldn't like think it was that bad just because you wouldn't understand.
Not.
Yeah,
You'd be
probably
like,
not.
This is
I
fine.
think also One thing
Good.
that is like, I feel like that made the crystallized community reaction worse, and I feel like might lessen how people react to it in the future is that people thought, yeah, this is the end. And
Yeah. It's not the
I'll
end.
keep saying it. I said this on Ninjago Cast before. I don't really like Dragon's Rising is just a direct continuation for me. Like, I get it's a new show, it has a new cast, you can just watch this, but for me it's just like next season.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
So long as it's in the same world and the same continuity, I consider it part of the same show.
Yeah.
But that's just my perspective.
And I mean, I think it's good that you can consider it both ways. You know what I mean? For like old fans, they can just go, yep, it keeps going next season, and new fans can just go, I like this, cool new show, fun.
Yeah. Aaron Gingerman, not to defend Crystallized, but the same situation happened in season 3. Both Pythor and Scales were there. No, that's fine. And that's a good point as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, again, it's not like a super big thing. They didn't have to do anything. It's just one of those things, you know, like it would have been cool. It would have been cool to have like something playing on the past. That's really all I would want. We have one Rail Rocket. What are your guys' favorite ninja gi / suits? I'm gonna be lame and say I don't have one, but I'm gonna quickly scroll and I'm gonna choose one right
I actually really like the new ones we got revealed today, like the ones we've seen at least. Because they are like simple but still like very detailed printing wise.
Let's see.
And I always
will
like
be
the
the-
half masks a lot because you get hair pieces.
I'll
Yeah,
be the judge.
I'll second Sokoda. They're pretty cool.
I will say, which is a opinion that I think is a bit controversial, at least right now, is that my favorite ninja hood piece is the new one from the mech suits.
Oh, that is very controversial.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't like those, but I really like those.
Mary says the Sons of Garmadon ones are pretty memorable to me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Those are also like what I consider simple yet detailed, because like the suit design itself is very simple, but they have like very small intricate patterns on the fabric, I guess, of the suit, and I really like that when they do that.
I think I am gonna. I mean, I'm totally down for like recency bias, but like I think I am gonna go with the new ones because I feel they straddle the line between like the ones we just got today.
Yeah.
Because they're not over designed to the point where I can't tell what's going on, which I feel like is a problem with a lot of Ninjago gi designs.
Sometimes it
where
is.
it's just like a lot of stuff that doesn't actually make any sense in terms of how this would actually be like arranged. But these kind of balance that with like some armor or some plating or some like scales or, you know,
Yeah.
Sora's like utility belt or whatever. I despise the Dragon's Rising suits.
Yeah, I don't like
horrific.
the hoods. The climber suits are really good, but I don't like the hoods. I like the shoulder armor piece a lot, though.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I hate the crystallized ones because they're oversaturated with gold.
But there's the other crystallized ones. Those are really nice, I think.
They're even worse.
Really?
I hate the bandages. I hate the random patterns and textures.
Okay, I like those.
Cole has like 4 belts. Like I'm not about it.
My opinion, which you will flame me for, but I really like the island suits, even though they are like they're like the antithesis of the like hyper detailed problem. But I like them.
No, island suits. Cleb, look at this. You be the objective voice.
Is this the island suit?
They are very
the
cluttered,
island.
but I like them.
It's just stuff. It's just patterns. Cole looks like he has a freaking Halo Reach utility belt. Like, it's just like tactical soft case.
My
I
favorite.
kinda like Lloyd because it just kind of looks like a pirate overcoat with like the belt on, but I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other.
My favorite individual suit is Hunted Lloyd.
Hunted Lloyd.
The reach belts are a bit weird though. It's a bit an odd choice.
Okay. Now, wait, hold up. There's like a bunch of Lloyd figures here. Which one is actually?
The green one.
Thank you, Cleb. Okay, is this the one you're referring to, Sokoda?
Are you sending in Discord? I can open it real
Yeah.
quick. Boop. Yes, but I don't like the hood, but I like the printing on torso and legs.
Yeah, their necks look abhorrent, so it's instantly a 0 out of 10.
So there is a Ninjago book that comes with a Hunted Lloyd with the Legacy mask, and that specifically is my favorite variant.
Oh yeah, I see that here on the wiki.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I either don't like or have extreme apathy for most Ninjago suit designs.
Dang.
So I'm all about the new ones. Either the new ones or just like the classics. You know, like I don't like Skybound because they're all black. That looks awful. I don't like the Air Jitsu suits. They look like freaks. I don't like Possession because they're all black.
I actually, and it's kind of meme like Legacy a lot. But they were so overused, so I get why people hate them.
Yeah.
And I also
kind
like
of
Core.
really like the techno robes from Rebooted.
Really, but they have no leg printing.
They don't, and that is weird. You're right.
Oh,
These are
that is weird.
What can I say? I like the elemental like undercurrent.
It's like they're wearing like tracksuit pants. Like
Wow.
it's like they just got back from a Ninjago gym.
Jago.
Jim
Jago.
Ninja go to the gym.
Yes.
Like, oh, better get out of my sweatpants.
Cleb, have you ever seen the crystallized dragon suits?
I mean, probably, but I couldn't imagine it off the top of my. Oh my!
I fluctuate all the time.
dragon
between
form?
thinking they're like incredibly cool or like really ugly.
I think
And
they're
I don't
incredibly
know.
cool, except for Cole's face print.
The shoulders are really awesome.
But the shoulder
I'll
armor is
say
great.
that.
I like the masks;
Yeah.
they're cool. I wish we got them in different
Um,
colors too.
The
The wings are a bit over the top, but the suits themselves are really good. And we got transparent minifigure arms for both sides in some colors we didn't have before, I
Yeah.
think. So that's really good too.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the shoulders, and the transparent arms are very cool, but the chests are kind of very ugly.
All right, I'm going back to my set. Enough talk about this.
No.
Ice Master says, "What do you guys think is the best one shot in Dragon's Rising?" I mean, I can only think of two.
Yeah, not a lot so far.
I mean, in Dragon's Rising, all of it. Okay, then I can think of like 3 or 4. There's the one with like Kai doing Rising Dragon technique versus Cinder doing Shatter Spin. And then like Lloyd fighting Raz. Then there's the one with the mech fight with like Kai and Sora fighting Cinder, trying to keep him from getting the mask, and Wildfire going crazy. And the hoverboard one, right? Is there another one?
I do not believe so. I think that is it. But those are very strong contenders.
Yeah.
I'm a fan
Actually-
of the one from the finale of season 2, part 1.
Yeah, The Kai versus Cinder one.
And then particularly Roz versus Lloyd. I like
Yeah.
when he just rolls up.
Bendo just recently posted the other one on Twitter with the mechs. And I feel like that one's A, longer, and B, more like varied. But the other one is like a more crucial moment in the story, I guess. Yeah.
I just like seeing someone go toe to toe with like Spinjitzu just with like pure strength alone.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to me.
Dude, strength is. I can't actually remember what he says, but he's like, strength is everything.
Yeah, exactly.
My Raz voice.
I love Roth.
Well, that's great.
He's cool.
Ice Master's trying to move away from Crystallized, but I'm gonna draw it back as I do. Monarch, honestly, the thing I don't like about Crystallized the most is just nothing having a conclusive ending. Everything is just left up to interpretation, but it's still pointing toward the worst direction. Main point, Larumi. That is a really interesting point because it was supposed to be like an ending, but they really, for being an ending, we did not get a lot of conclusive answers.
Yeah.
A lot of ambiguity. Still to this day, because we probably won't get follow-ups on most of these things, which I mean might be for the best.
But I really wonder if we're gonna get a follow-up on the Golden Dragon. Golden Ultra Dragon. Because with all the like Source Dragon lore, with the powers coming from Source Dragons and stuff, I wonder if they're gonna tie it into the Golden Dragon from Crystallize, because they said like that's the representation of their powers.
That would be interesting.
I think that's the most likely one right now to get like a tie into Crystallized, but also it's like this is a show for new fans. Are they gonna know about the Golden Dragon from Crystallized? I don't know.
It's hard to say, honestly.
Yeah.
Toby except my headcanon is Harumi was taken off and killed for being a war criminal.
Oh no.
And Ninjago is a lawless place anyway.
Military tribunal. I mean they banished what's his name? Arcturus to the Cursed Realm for war crimes.
Yeah, no, they totally could. But I mean, like, if they banished her, she's just right back. Because the Cursed Realm just got merged.
At least what's left of the Cursed Realm, I guess.
I just remembered. The Departed Realm got merged.
Yes.
I feel like we're still waiting for that bomb to drop in story.
Yes.
So the Departed Realm, that's just like where you go when you die, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was part of the merged realm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doc Wyatt recently said that like the Green Lands where Lloyd goes when he dies in March of the Oni, that's like a separate dimension thing.
What?
So that didn't
Why?
merge. I mean, I think we knew that it's not a realm.
No, I need to. Why do we have 4 Ninjago afterlives?
I mean,
like, is that necessary?
Yeah.
We have the Cursed Realm, the Departed Realm, the Green Lands,
The Underworld.
Underworld. Like, why? Why do we have 4 afterlives?
I mean, why not?
And they're all one now anyway.
Yep. I really wonder what happens now if you die. Like, where do people even go?
Oh yeah, the Overlord Void, wherever he was.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the parallel to the Green Lands, probably.
Purple Lands.
If you die, you just disappear.
Words so easy.
You vanish.
Ice Master, Meso, what do you think of the bounty getting destroyed in season 2? And what do you think about getting a new one? Or do you think Sora will just build the old one back together? I loved it. I mean, bounty crashes are like, I mean, I do not dislike them. I criticize some Ninjago cliches, but that one's funny. And they very intentionally, like, they know what they're doing and they're leaning into it for laughs, and I applaud them for it. This one in particular, I thought was, like, exceedingly well done. Because it had like some switches to the formula. You know, it was suspenseful, so it kept you on the edge of your seat a little bit. As for whether they'll build a new one, I really hope they build a new one. I absolutely like to test the Dragon's Rising bounty. Like, viscerally. I do not like it. I think the reinforced middle section is ugly. I think it looks flat and boring, and blue, not good.
I also
That's
think
all
for the set, the dragon function is not really worth it. It takes away so much potential space that could be used for like interior and play, but you can just like put the dragon in there, and then it doesn't have really a floor, so kind of very odd.
Yeah.
You can
Boys like
watch the
bricks.
review of the bounty where I compare it to all the old ones.
You're so right. Paleozoic Bricks says, what about the mother sun for the Phoenix? Is that an afterlife?
I still have not yet watched the later seasons of Chima because we wanted to do reacts, but that's probably not happening.
Yeah. I mean, you can do them yourself.
Yeah. Sokoda reacts to Chima alone.
you can do like screaming like Pog thumbnails like everyone else. Oh. So here we go. In the skies is the mother sun, a mysterious being whose actions led the creation of the land. What? There's a blog talk page on the Chima wiki asking what's a mother sun. It's like, okay, rewatching the show's ending, I found out it's basically just Chima's son, which the Phoenixes call their mother sun. Since they return back there, it is probably called as is, since the sun is where they possibly originated from, so they view it as their mother since the sun gave birth to their existence.
I mean, that's kind of an afterlife, I guess.
I would really have someone should go on the Chima page on the Ninjago wiki and like edit that out then, because that's like, why do they say that like it's a real thing on the Ninjago wiki that the mother's son is like sentient? They keep mentioning it. So the mother's son is similar to the preeminent in that both are female deities that have an apparent control over their respective realms and are masters of a large group of beings with unique, distinct powers. Additionally, neither the preeminent nor mother's son is seen talking within the show. That's a lot of misinformation. If that really has no basis.
Is that just the trivia part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trivia parts of the Ninjago wiki sometimes go a bit wild, but yeah.
Fix it,
Beavers.
It, wiki.
Fix it.
Fix it. All right.
I do think overall the Ninjago wiki gets a lot of undeserved hate. Like, a lot of people joke about the Ninjago wiki and like especially the trivia part. But I mean, it's still like people doing it in their free time, and overall it's a really good resource.
Why do they joke about it? People like reading too much into things, or
yeah, people like post funny bits from the trivia sections of like obscure articles on Twitter and make fun of them. And I don't think it's fair for like the people working on the wiki.
When trivia sections are just that, it's like fun trivia,
yeah.
like
random notes.
It's not hard hitting news. Obviously, the best fandom wiki is the TTV wiki. Totally up to date and not at all outdated.
Who started the TTV wiki? Was that your guys' idea or was that like fans?
It was a fan made initiative.
Okay.
Which I do appreciate. It was very cool. We also have a fan made TV tropes page. I think we have two.
That's funny.
It is so epic. Ice Master, just to make sure, the pirates are out there somewhere in the merge, right?
Well,
maybe what happened to them?
The Sky Pirates, or like Soto?
I guess both.
The Sky Pirates. I mean, they came back in Dark Island anyway, so most of them are in Ninjago beforehand anyway, so they should be out there somewhere. I mean, Clancy was in Splinter, if you consider that canon, but yeah.
I don't.
We don't know about any of the others right now.
Okay.
And Soto. I mean, Soto's around. He was in like the later seasons.
What
He was
about his
in
crew?
Crystallized, right? Even was he in Crystallized? He was in Prime Empire definitely, but yeah.
What about Soto's crew?
I mean, they
Did
should
they
be
die of like
around.
natural causes or?
I mean, some people
like-
say the mechanic is one of his crew
Ah,
because he has the same face as one of his crew members.
that'd be cool added lore.
So the headcanon is either that it's like a relative or that he's one of them.
Interesting. Bruh, Tobiek is app. Mother son is first Spinjitzu master is my guess. Or Source Dragon. Yes, I hope so.
That would be cool, kinda,
funny.
if like the mother son was a source dragon that like
I'd be
was
down.
in the sky or something.
I'd be
That
down.
could be cool.
Paleozoic bricks. I need a 4-hour video essay about the history of TTV. See. Okay, I'll expound in a second. Jonathan plays. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank God you guys are still doing reacts and casts because I didn't realize it moved to keep the peace at first. Stay
Yeah.
safe. Yeah, I'm glad you found us. Thank you. Thank you for checking us out. You have a good one. Thanks for chilling with us.
Yes.
Enjoy the rewatch. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. But yeah. So we've actually considered this somewhat.
A history of
Because
TTV video.
TTV has a very dense history, and specifically the Bionicle community has a lot of dense history that we were just like a part of. And I know VAR at one point was like bouncing around the idea of like that would be something that he would be super interested in doing. Kind of like a deep dive into like all the niche stuff about like Bionicle community history, like internet historian style, like, you know, really like deep dives into niche subjects, mainly for like for archival purposes. The problem, unfortunately, is that a lot of the Bionicle community history is now like permanently lost media
Yeah.
because of the great like dataclysms, where like mass spans of information were just lost forever. Most of that stuff doesn't actually exist anymore, and it is a little sad. But like the entire Bionicle community history from 2001 to early 2011 got wiped from the internet when BZ Power servers went down. So the only things viewable are some scant pages on the Wayback Machine and BZ Power blogs. And BZ Power was like the hub spot for Bionicle community stuff. It's where we all met each other. It's where a lot of our early lore happened. And then past that point, a lot of it happened on like chat rooms that weren't like actually, you know, backed up in any way. So the only things we really have are like post 2011 BZ Power bridging into like 2012, 2013 era TTV YouTube. And at that point, the appeal kind of is lost because it can't be fully comprehensive anyway. And I mean, it does kind of read as like an autobiographical, like self-aggrandizement project at that point, instead of like a niche community history exploration. But it is a very good idea. Like, I would be down. It'd be fun to me. But I just wish a lot of that stuff wasn't gone forever.
Yeah.
We have our 8 of the flowers done, of roses.
That's so epic.
It is shaping up.
Yeah, you're telling me, Ari, as someone who like really cares about record keeping, it does like really infuriate me, and that looks really cool, Cleb. So the Wayback Machine, Rail Rocket's asking, Wayback Machine is just a website. It's just a website that exists. You can just search it up right now, just like Wayback Machine. There's also like Internet Archive, you know, like, well, actually, no, it's the same thing. Yeah. The Internet Archive, Wayback Machine. It just takes like snapshots or like cached versions of web pages from over the years that have been saved, and you can like search up a specific web page and view like snapshotted pages like all through history. Now, not everything is there, obviously. It's whatever was saved, which is entirely random. But
Yeah.
there's people nowadays who like preserve a lot of stuff just in case. You know, you never know what you might lose. The data loss, BZP history lesson. The data loss happened because of hackers. The abridged version of the story is a hacker hacked into BZ Power systems. I want to make sure I tell this right, because I know there was a forum upgrade that was going on at the time as well, but I'm not sure if it came before or after. I think they announced they were upgrading, and that the entire decade of forum history was going to be put into a read-only archive.
Go.
They went down to do the upgrade. Either they got hacked right before that, or they got hacked during, or they got hacked right when they came back. Somebody got the archive file, removed it from their control. They got the archive and were like, I'll give this back for a ransom.
Oh.
Basically. It was not a monetary ransom. It was a dumb ransom. It was a not safe for work ransom.
What?
Yeah. Certain fan art they were requesting. It's a weirdo.
What?
What?
It's a weird story. Eventually they gave the archives back, but because BZ Power had upgraded to Envision Boards 3.0 instead of Envision Boards 2.0, when they tried to reinsert the archive file into the new format, it just like completely corrupted and exploded, and it was
so
gone
weird.
forever.
Do people
And
know like who it was? Like the hacker?
They know their alias. Yes, it was
Okay.
an infamous community figure. We do not know their real identity to this day.
That's what a story. I never knew that. I knew about the hacking and all that, but I never knew all that.
It's really weird. And it's really weird because I really cannot stress this enough for people who don't know the Bionicle community. It was not like nowadays. We're talking about like early 2000s to late 2000s internet. There was no social media. I think the only thing that may have existed was like early era MySpace or like Facebook, maybe the burgeoning era of Twitter. But there was, at this point, throughout those years, there was no other Bionicle community presence.
Yeah.
Other forums tried to come up and they would just get squashed by BZ Power's like might, because everybody went there, and that's where Greg was, and that's where Lego employees were, and everybody loved BZ Power, so it never was elsewhere. And then the only reason it kind of shifted is because BZ Power went down and everybody lost everything, and then they realized kind of the folly of putting all your eggs in one basket.
I'm sure it would have happened eventually with like the rise of all the social media platforms and stuff.
Probably,
right?
yeah.
But yeah,
that was definitely the spark that kind of lit it. But by that point, it was too late. Like, that's Bionicle's run. You know, the downtime happened after it ended, and then social media was a thing. So a lot of the discussions. I mean, we have BZ Power news posts, which are valuable because they chronicle the history of the theme and like when the reveals happened and when set reveals came out. And also, you can read like BZ Power set reviews. You have community blogs, which people had, which were a paid feature. If you paid BZ Power money, you got access to like a blog. Yeah. And then
did people do that a lot? I'd imagine like a lot of them were kids, right?
A lot of people did that, myself included.
Okay.
It was 35. It wasn't that expensive. It was 30. Well, it kind of was for the time. $35 got you like a lifetime membership.
Okay, it's like I thought it was like a reoccurring payment thing.
No, it was a one-time, and it gave you a bunch of other perks on the forum and stuff.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Maskofdestiny.com was the other big one before it got like subsumed into like the community like hodgepodge melting pot that it is nowadays. It was a BZ Power competitor, the only one that really existed, and its forums weren't that active, but all their news is actually still available, so you can go read the history on maskofdestiny.com. But other than that, you know, gonzo, nothing.
Good at least.
So I'm gonna stop talking about it now because I'm rambling. But that's my spiel.
I'm done with
All right.
R2D2.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's cool. It's a really cool set.
yes.
I like it. The foot, you can kind of, you have to take out the foot if you want to have him like stand up, like straight.
Oh yeah.
But it works well. He wobbles around. You can rotate the head. You have all the little tools.
Oh, that's awesome. Can the tools like be tucked in, or are they?
You can flip them down like this.
Yeah.
Or you can take them out like completely. Then you have white tiles you can put in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I love R2D2. He's my favorite Star Wars.
I like R2D2. That's great.
Second only to Darth Maul.
We gotta get Meso to play KOTOR.
Dude, that'd be funny. It's on my list.
You like Mass Effect, right?
I do. Yeah.
So BioWare only did Mass Effect basically because they didn't get the Star Wars license anymore, and they couldn't make another KOTOR. So they thought, hey, we have to make our own IP.
That is really funny to me. There's only one problem, Sokoda.
Yeah.
I hate Star Wars.
Dang. Maybe you'll like it after because it's a great game.
I'm kidding. I don't hate Star Wars. I just find it incredibly oversaturated in the modern market.
yeah.
I watched the original movies and the prequels, and I thought they were all plenty enjoyable. I didn't really have a big reaction to them because I think it's very much a you had to be there kind of a thing.
I mean, I wasn't there in the 70s.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I know that's the case with the prequels. Like growing up with Star Wars mania, watching it when you're a kid.
Yeah.
The first Star Wars movie I watched when I was like a kid was the Clone Wars movie. So.
Oh god, really?
I didn't really grow up with the prequels either. Yeah.
That's fair.
Star Wars was very dominant in my household when I was a kid, and then episode 3 came out, and I think that's one of the earliest movies I remember watching in theaters.
I played Lego Star Wars before.
I did
the
too.
game. Yeah.
I recognized Star Wars' place in history, and I recognize that they are good movies. I'm just not like what I would consider a fan. I really liked Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, and it would really be cool if they made a season 3 one day.
Did you watch season 3?
It's such a bummer that they haven't made a season 3.
Did you watch it?
So anyway, Ice Master asks in the chat, is Dark Island canon or is it not?
It's canon.
Also no, I haven't watched season 3. I don't plan.
Okay.
Yeah, it is canon. It is 100%. It even has a mural.
Yeah, and it's in the intro.
Yeah. It's epic. Then Ice Master also asks, what do you think Tox will do part 2? I generally have no idea. Is she competing in the tournament? Is every Elemental Master going to compete in the tournament? I have no clue, but I'm excited. I would say odds are very high. She will do nothing but compete in the tournament. If I had to put money, I'd say probably.
I don't know, because I don't know. Is it going to just be Tournament of the Elements too? Or is there more to it, right? Because it's like Tournament of the Sources now. And Aaron
I would hope
there.
there'd be more to it.
So is it just Elemental Masters? Probably not, right? But I don't know.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Tournament of Elements was a tournament created as a ruse to lure people in for the tournament holder to take their powers.
Yep.
If we assume that Roz's master is a source dragon,
Mhm.
which we do not know, but I would say it's reasonably likely. I would say it's probably a similar thing where the source dragon wants to control the rest of them and get all of their power.
Well, the source.
But I don't know where the people come into play.
I think it's fair to say that the elemental powers come from the source dragons, right? Even though that's not fully confirmed, I think it's a reasonable assumption, right? I mean, it is fully confirmed actually, right? Because Ron2 said like the whole thing with heat and fire coming from the motion source. Yeah. So if the source dragons are like having a battle, having a tournament, would make sense that like their elements represent them in some way, right?
I suppose.
But yeah,
that is what I think it's gonna be. I think it's less gonna be that like the people are gonna get like, you know, manipulated into like losing their powers, but I think it's gonna be like the dragons are.
I don't know.
But it is very much gonna be like Tournament of Elements too.
I mean, I'd be down for that. Tournament of Elements is great.
I'm gonna be honest though. It could be a Dragon's Rising L, because I don't know how I would feel about just literally aping the plot of another season.
Yeah. I don't think
the same characters and everything.
I mean, I don't think they'll ape the plot of Tournament of Elements, right? But it's just like the concept of a tournament is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, with all the same people and the premise of like luring people together so their powers can get stolen.
But Chen's not around anymore, and I don't know if it's about power stealing, for example.
We will see. That would be the linchpin for me.
We'll see.
If that is the case, I will be very critical of that. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
They'll all show up to the tournament, and Lord Raz is there handing out wolf masks, and he's like, "Hey, put this on."
I'll shatter your goodness.
It's cool. Winks at the camera, and then he shatters all of their goodness. I don't know, but yeah, like I would posit the idea that perhaps the tournament, as someone who knows very little about the tournament, you know, guy whose only Ninjago season is Dragon Rising, getting lots of Dragon Rising vibes from this. Like, what if it's more a matter of like the ninja in their new kind of scruffier outfit, just like trying to find some help to take down Shadowspin, and so they seek out the tournament,
the Elemental
players.
Masters.
Yeah, the Elemental Masters, who are just, I guess, hanging out at the tournament hosting center. And just ask for their help, while I guess competing with Evil J for their attention, and less of that there's literally a tournament going on.
I mean,
highly likely.
Sets can be deceptive a lot of times.
Yeah.
So.
I like Cleb theories. Ninjago theories. Figure out what's gonna happen only from Dragon's Rising and a tenuous knowledge of Chima.
Do Chimas go to the realm of the departed when they die, and will we see Krager and Laval in the realm of the departed?
They're not dead.
Did they die? I mean,
maybe we don't know.
Maybe the Oni killed them, because we know the Oni invaded Chima. Or at least there was a deleted scene of that.
So, I know we've talked about it before, and we just talked about it a bit ago, but like, how long are they gonna like keep that close to the vest? The whole.
What do you mean?
The whole departed realm is back thing, because that's a big thing, and I know like right now it doesn't really matter, but like I feel like that would matter to the people living in the world. You know, like Cole's mom is back.
I mean, we don't know how it works exactly, right? Do the average Ninjargans know about the departed realm?
Good question.
I mean, they celebrate the Day of the Departed and all that, but do they like know the logistics that it's a realm and stuff?
Probably not. I would
Because
say.
the Ninjargans know that realms exist too, because that's in the Borg computer in Skybound, so it's public knowledge.
Yeah.
But
I care less about the Never Realm. Guy, the patron mentions that, and you're so right. That also is a big thing we should address.
yeah.
But like, the people in the world definitely don't really know that exists, and it's a bunch of like nobodies.
I mean, we
like,
know the Never
people.
Realm merged because we see a couple of like formlings and of the Never Realm samurai guys.
Yeah, it's
So-
a very good point, because yeah, that does need to be addressed at some point. The reason I function so much on the Departed Realm is just because people in the world have loved ones that passed away that like
Dead.
I feel they would probably be interested to know are back.
What happened to them? Yeah.
That's a pretty big thing to me, but
It's
who knows?
just interesting also to like think like what happens if a character dies now? Like where do they even go?
One of the other three afterlives.
You just go to the TD administration and get reassigned.
Oh.
That's so epic. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, is Natakon's dad back? Like, is that how it
I
works?
mean, would he even go to the Departed Realm?
Are all the Jin back for that matter?
Here's the real question: is Garmadon's good half back?
Oh god!
He unshattered his goodness.
Oh, that's also coming up soon. The Shatter's been comic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Mary, I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down. Like, there's a lot of implications to them doing this, and I'm just waiting for it to like get addressed.
I mean, I think it's probably gonna be a case of it's not the way it seems. It's like they come back as a ghost or something like that, or they're stuck in like one area of the merged realms. They can't leave, kind of like the land of lost things.
Red Star moment. Star moment.
But yeah, it's interesting to think about.
I'd say that the reason they've probably not touched it is because it'll probably just be a year focus.
That'd be cool.
Because like you said, it's a lot of it, like having the afterlife be brought back into the life is kind of a big deal.
Maybe
and I feel like you need no less than like at least an entire wave.
Maybe Wu did die, and like the spirit form he has now, that's kind of how every dead person works now.
Oh, maybe.
Interesting. Like, I feel like if this was any other Ninjago year, I would call this like incredibly bad writing. But like with the Dragons Rising team, they've earned enough like faith.
I mean,
I'm more like, how are they gonna do it? I'm like interested.
There's no bad writing. There's just no writing about it right now. We just don't know anything.
For a lot of franchises, I would say the concept of afterlifing the afterlife would be a bad thing for the stakes of the world.
I mean, we don't.
But
it
depends on how it's handled. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. They've earned enough like trust for me to be like, I'll wait and see.
Also, here's the real big problem with Ninjago's policy on death and reviving people. Who's really there? It's like Lily, Dr. Julian. Who else even is really dead? Like Moro.
All the familial characters. Moro would be there, yes.
Yang, Sensei Yang and his students.
Jay's dad and Jay's mom, maybe.
We don't know if they dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it, right?
See, like, Moro is dead, but now he's back. Chen, Cryptor.
Chen, but Chen and Cryptor. I mean, Cryptor, yes. Chen went to the Cursed Realm, which then
also
got
bad.
destroyed. But I mean, Garmadon made it out. But he also was
The
in the
cursed
Departed
realm,
Realm.
but the cursed realm got destroyed and got sent to the departed realm.
Yeah.
Which is how it came back.
And then it came back in Kaiju Protocol, and then they sent it back in.
So Chin would be there, and now
Yeah.
he'd be back. Stupid.
Two more rises.
The first Fujitsu Master could, but he's in the Greenlands. At least Lloyd met him there.
The green. Oh, and I've also got these little.
Flowers.
I don't actually know what it is. Have one more bag.
Nice.
Bag 6.
But yeah, who else even died permanently in Ninjago?
Very good question.
Yeah, Samukai. All the people from Day of the Departed, basically. Yeah. Except for Pythor, he was just there for funsies.
What if? What if the Departed Realm is they'll bring it through like Beatrix, and that's what all of the like visions are about. They go there in part 2 of season 2 to find her for question mark.
Oh yeah, Levo it would be there, and both pairs of Harumi's parents.
Dear God. There's just so many like implications.
And Hutchins.
The best character ever! Hutchins!
I like Hutchins.
Well,
Mr. E, if he has a soul like Cryptor.
Yeah, I mean, he probably does.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like a million of those snail guys who died on the salt path.
Oh my God.
True.
Like, just a billion snail warriors.
Dude. There's like so many implications that I don't normally like think of, but when I think about it, I'm just like, yes, that is exactly what that means, Toby. Everyone who has ever died is now back until we learn about any other restrictions, which there might, and I mean, probably will be. That's what we kind of have to assume by them saying this.
So
like,
right now we're in the Bionicle scenario with the Red Star. We know they're back, we just don't know how.
Exactly. I'm so glad like Mary gets this reference now. She didn't now that she's like caught up.
Yeah, otherwise
like,
I would have spoiled.
No, it's fine. We're caught up. The only thing Mary hasn't seen is Hero Factory and G2, which we're doing like.
I've never read Hero Factory, so I can't spoil that.
Hero Factory.
I gotta show her the villain factory, Cleb.
Oh, of course. No, you're right.
There's not that much to show there.
Yeah, I was telling her we could probably get through it all in like a week. If that.
God, I need to get back to my Hero Factory adventure.
You really do.
And
Someone's got to carry the torch, Cleb.
we're up to Breakout.
Oh yeah, Mistake. She's back too.
I mean, we don't even know if she died. I feel like her death was like very... Like, you didn't see her really die or anything.
The Ultra Dragon? It's probably.
True.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe back. Jaybird, are the dragons who died from the wasting sickness in the Departed Realm? We don't know, but I mean, we could.
Why not?
I would say probably not. It would be weird if there was a fifth afterlife specifically for dragons.
If they didn't die as an unhonorable warrior and went to the underworld.
So where, Monarb in the YouTube chat, so where do the people who were originally in the Cursed Realm but got sent to Departed Realm by Nia go now? Do they go back to the Cursed Realm?
Well,
or
that's
do they
the whole...
stay in the Departed Realm?
That's the whole thing with, like, there was that little, I guess, writing error in Crystallized, right? You remember that, Meso? And then Tommy said like, but what if he had to like he was in there still and had to go through both of them, kind of, or something like that.
Re-explain it for people who've forgotten.
So in Crystallized, Garmadon said like he came from the Cursed Realm and not from the Departed Realm, which he should have said, I guess. And then Tommy said on Twitter, okay, but what if he had to like he was kind of in both, I guess. I don't know
Which,
exactly
by the
how he said
way,
it, but yeah.
that is what I always assumed. Here's what I am assuming happens. The people are trapped inside the cursed realm, which is just like, I guess, Cleb, you don't even know this, like Monarb is pointing out. The cursed realm is a place where people go when they're like exiled
Cursed.
from reality. They're cursed. It is a giant tentacle monster.
Yeah, it's like an eldritch monster.
Not unlike a Destiny meatball. It is a giant meatball that people live inside, trapped in like cages.
It's called the Preeminent.
The Preeminent. It is a sentient creature. It can be hurt by water. So at one point in the show, Nia, the elemental master of water, drowns
kills the whole thing
with everyone inside.
She also, in that process, kills the Jin realm because those realms are connected somehow. We still don't know why.
So when she kills one realm, it also kills another realm. So double genocide, you know,
double kill.
Double kill. So the question then is, the people who are inside the meatball would then go to the departed realm in theory. But here's what I think is actually the case. I think they do go to the departed realm, but they're still inside the Preeminent.
Yeah, I mean, currently I'm like back before Crystallized, I thought, okay, they just all went out and are in the departed realm now. But I mean, I guess Tommy said that maybe they're still stuck in there, and now I'm just imagining like Moro and Chen being flung around while the Preeminent is beat up by Pixel in in Kaiju Protocol.
My headcanon, which is not based in fact, is that when the Preeminent gets sent to the departed realm after being drowned, she loses a lot of her power, and she cannot maintain
she's
the
a lot
souls
smaller.
Inside. My logic is most of the people inside have escaped by Kaiju Protocol time.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cliff is like, right. Ninjago's a weird show, dude.
This Ninjago seems like more complicated to figure out than like Doctor Who inconsistency.
Can people still get cursed? What if I curse someone now? Like, do they go like they can't be ghosts, right?
Ask the magic lady.
Yeah. Candelaria.
Mysterium is the new realm.
You're so right.
I hope they confirm that Mr. E is from Mysterium. That would be so funny.
How many? Because there's like question mark. Because I know there's some controversy here, or was. There's 16 realms.
No, there's 17. There's 16 parallel to Ninjago.
And then, okay. So, how many of those are named now?
I think all but 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And we don't know anything about the realm of Lee, but we know its name.
But it's, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So,
Lee.
There's a lot of stuff that they could do.
I see.
That's what I'll always give Ninjago credit for. They were able to like massively expand their world building in like one fell swoop.
Yeah, Tournament of Elements is solely responsible for keeping Ninjago alive till today, basically.
Tournament and Possession.
Yeah, but Tournament introduced the realms and elemental powers. Like,
that's true.
That's kind of like what kept Ninjago going for years now. Those concepts.
Yep. No, it's true. Toby, except my guess is Preeminent is in Afterlife Prison, but got out. Wait, no. Afterlife Prison and was supposed to be in another realm, but got out, like Supermax of the Departed realm.
I know Josh has some cool theories on the origin of the Cursed Realm, or like the Preeminent. But yeah, he should share that someday.
Epic. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm just about done with bag 2.
Back to wait, what?
They're
Why
giant
you
bags.
Christ?
Been sitting here for like minutes now. Finished with bag 12.
Yeah, but my bags are bigger.
Yeah, your bags are probably bigger and more complicated.
I cry. I cry inside. That being said, I do love this set. I will show it off as soon as I am done.
Oh no, Toby said, how many ghosts got accidentally merged into a section of the world that's now a massive ocean? But where do they go if they get destroyed by water?
I would assume departed realm.
Maybe.
Right?
If it,
that not
but it's
logical?
merged.
Who says it's merged?
Also, Undead Plot says Meso, Elemental Master of Slow.
The master of slow. Meso should be turned into a slug. Ice master.
Oh no!
Did I just I like taking my time. I like savoring the Lego experience, bro.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to build this set for years. That being said, I make no promises I'll necessarily finish it on build stream. I might finish it off stream because I have a whole other set to build too. Actually, I have like 3.
Dang.
Yeah, we gotta start chipping off, and we have other videos to do that aren't build streams.
Yep. We should do an Ninjago cast once we have all the
Yeah.
sets released or revealed.
I agree.
We should probably finish Dreams
We must, yeah, this week we must finish Dreams
because
we
the
need
new
to get all
episodes
the
are coming
Dreams
out
react
soon.
out. Yes, they are.
And the Gameran comics coming out soon too, which I'm really, really excited for.
And we never even talked about the art station, which I still want to talk
Nope.
about.
And we still want to do our season ranking stream. I think that's gonna be
Yes.
crazy fun, but
No,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that like most of all. Tensions will flare on that day. Blood will be shed on the
Oh,
season
no.
ranking stream. Keep the peace will never be the same.
we will not keep the peace.
Shattering will be
We'll shatter our
be
goodness in the first 5 minutes, and then
On
the
that day,
claws
our
are out.
channel- Our channel name changes to Kept the Peace. Past tense.
oh. The gong is shattered and the claws are out. Like, the fight begin.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God.
Almost done. So many intricate details.
It's really nice that these like plate thing here is printed now.
Oh, that's good. Were they not
Yeah.
printed?
I think for a long time those were stickered.
Oh, that's kind of cringe.
But I heard someone said that there's a mistake on it again. I'm like Star Wars
Oh.
fan, but I don't know enough about R2D2 to say.
Oh no.
R2 series astromech droid. 1.909 meters.
This is
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what a mistake could be. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh,
Maybe
my.
it was a different set too. And I
Pack
missed-
2 is
mixed it up.
done.
Let's go. Well,
So
that looks
far-
cool already.
oh wow.
I love this thing so much, like the 3-dimensional space.
Yeah.
And this is where I think you're able to like put the actual like Starry Night somewhere, like the display, and have it be
Really?
like painting.
No,
it.
I think it's
Yeah.
like it has a little stand that sticks out, right?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I'm wrong.
Well, that's so epic. It's just like the Doctor Who episode.
So true. It's got like a lot of tiny details, and it's
Little.
Holy
Oh, it's
3D.
pretty. Okay, I didn't think it's that
Oh my
deep.
god.
Like,
yeah, no, it's very deep, but it is still sturdy and like it's not heavy
Yeah.
enough that it couldn't hang on a wall, but like a lot of people have theirs like displayed on like their dresser, you know, because it has a sizable like flat base. It can't
Yeah.
just sit. So, but
It's
it
like
still makes for a nifty
Still
hatchet.
your hatchet.
it's like an evolution of the old Minecraft set, the like
Yeah,
the micro scale ones.
Mhm.
so true.
Undead Plot asks, do you guys think Garmadon is gonna show up in part 2, considering the comic tying into season 2 and all? I don't think he'll show up in person. I think it will probably mostly provide like backstory to stuff.
I hope we have a little bit of a break from Garmadon.
Yeah.
I feel like he's good in small doses.
I also think maybe comics is the better format for him because you can do more
Really?
introspection.
But then we can't hear like cool voice act.
That's true. Mark Oliver, great.
All right. What do you think, fellas? Have you finished, Clef?
No, give me like literally less than 5 minutes.
Okay. I don't mind
Very
chilling.
quiet.
Ice Master. I think Garmadon is going to be Aaron's master. That's what I think.
That would
I
be
could
cool. I think that could be cool.
Fun stuff. Fun times. I'm glad Ninjago's doing well again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to think that it's lasted like a billion years.
I mean,
Yeah.
how much is
Oh,
it now?
it's
13, 14?
14?
No, I think
2011, right? 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lusted both Bionicle G1 and 2 now.
Yeah.
It currently it's like 13 and a half years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
By the end of the year it'll be 14.
That is crazy.
Absolutely wild.
And also not really a sign of slowing down.
Nope.
No, if anything, it's speeding up.
Yeah, if anything, like Dragon's Rising gave them a good like new start and new stuff
Yeah.
to do for a couple of years.
Let's see. Yeah, I just went and dug up me and LJ's first ever like Ninjago news video made 13 years ago, January 22nd, 2011, 45,000 views.
It's on your channel, right?
Yeah, Ninjago special coverage with Lewa Johnson. And I have like an epic music video intro that's really
Nice.
just like two of the commercials stitched together in crusty like 240p. And I think it's in like it's in like stereo. And it was back when I was called Blaziken 1110.
Oh,
You'll get a laugh out of it, Aaron. It's a funny piece of history. There's no funny story to me getting Messinac. I wish there was. I wish it had some kind of deeper meaning. I was trying to come up with a villain name for my bionicle skeleton-faced OC man, and I just smashed letters together until I got something that like sounded vaguely evil. It was like, well, I don't want it to start with a vowel. I'll start with like a consonant, and then it was just whatever worked. There was no symbolism or story to it. It's very uncreative. But I like it.
oh my gosh. Oh.
Do my voice sound so different?
Yeah, I mean, probably the microphone changes a lot too. But yeah, I mean, how you were a lot younger.
Yeah. I was 14 here. This
There
early
they
piece
are.
of concept. All the roses.
The
Oh,
roses are done.
look great.
Yeah,
That's
they're
so
really
good.
awesome. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm like, don't you love those headband faces, LJ? And he's like, oh, I love them so much. They're like the second mangosteen to me. Iconic.
The second mangosteen.
He sounds like he's tired.
Oh.
Yes. I got one of the in my YouTube recommended. I got one of the like really old Chima videos pop up at
Oh yeah, the
random,
Chima
like,
coverage.
a month ago, like the
Heck
original Chima coverage. Gosh.
Not to my knowledge. I don't think we have any like prototypes of the Fire Temple besides that one. All right. Well, I figure that might be as good a place as any to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rises are done.
Alright.
R2D2 is done. The
This
Starry
is
Night.
The
it's
Starry Night is
going.
pretty much done, right?
Going.
Yeah, no, I did it. I've said it's over. Praise me. All right.
We
Thank you
got-
guys for chilling.
Okay. Yep. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll go to the outro now. Thanks for tuning in. Or do you want
Stay
to
tuned for Ninjago casts or more building
Probably soon.
streams or a brick feed or something soon.
Yep. See y'all. Bye.
Bye.